Okay, once again, my name is Paul Michael. We are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen here, and we're going to get started in about 30 seconds. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Zoom is making me do all kinds of new stuff. I guess there's a new download. All right. Sorry about this, folks. I'm just having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm trying to share my screen, and it's giving me some trouble here. Oh, why is this giving me problems today? All days. Oh, here we go. Sorry about that, folks. Give me one more second. I guess it was an update to Zoom, and it's asking me for all kinds of things. All right, here we go. Now we should be good to go. If you have any kind of background noise, if you could just kind of go ahead and hit the mute button, that would be helpful for me. And then we will keep going here. All right, here we go. My name is Paul Michael. I'd like to welcome you on to our Snap Delivered. This is what we call our restaurant roundtable. I'm going to take about 10 minutes max of your time and kind of give you a little information about a company that we're very, very excited about. I'll tell you a little bit about my background and my partner's background. My name is Paul Michael. I started in the restaurant industry probably a long time ago that I don't even want to talk about now, but I ended up waiting tables when I was younger. I've been in a lot of different businesses, but about 4 years ago, my partner Tony, that some of you will see on videos, he does a video talking about how the restaurants are getting taken advantage of and what Snap's put together. Is he and I were in the restaurant delivery business, and to be quite honest with you, we were doing it a lot of the same ways these companies are doing it now. We were charging around 20% to restaurants to deliver their food, which at the time I did not think was a long-term viable solution for delivery. And I didn't understand why they did that. I didn't understand how restaurants could sit there and give out that much of their income. Like, so we decided to come up with a better alternative. Like, we're disrupting the industry. Our goal is to get rid of these companies that are taking 15 to 30% of your money. If as a restaurant, if you're the one doing all the work, you're putting people are ordering the food because they like your food. They don't really care who delivers it. They just want to get your food. And I know a lot has been done in the industry to make restaurants believe that they're dependent on these delivery services. And in a way, they have become, because that gives you more business. But when you're not making much money off of it, I think restaurants have finally started realizing it's not very advantageous for them. I mean, there's all these different companies. If you're watching my screen, we're talking about Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, all these different companies. And what's happening is most of them are all doing the exact same thing. They're charging between 15 and 30% of every single order that goes out the door. And what we decided to do is something different. I'll kind of give you an example of what happens. Most of these companies are all doing the same thing. Most of them, like let's say a restaurant, as an example, is doing 20 orders a day. Say the average order is around $38.98. I know some places it's different. If you're in the Midwest, maybe a little more. If you're in New York City, maybe a lot more. But let's just say the average of a $38.98 order in this example. That's $284,000 in annual sales. If somebody was paying 35%, which is the high end of this, that's almost $100,000 in fees to a delivery service. And that's not counting what they charge for the drivers or any of these other things. $99,000. That's not even counting what you tip, which a lot of customers aren't tipping nowadays because of the high fees that are put into these things. What we wanted to do is come up with a program that was not a percentage. We wanted to have a flat fee. And what we came up with is we put together a program to where, let's say that same example, 20 orders a day, 7,300 orders a year. instead of doing this 15 to 20%, or in this case, 35%, we do a flat fee of $2 an order. That's it. $2 an order. In this scenario, that would be $14,600 in fees. That's going to be an annual saving of about $85,000 if you round it off. Let's say they're not charging 35%. You negotiated, you got a great deal. You can do the math on this. What if it was 15%? What if it's 20%? Let's say it's half of that. There's a delivery service that built an app. And then don't get me wrong, it costs a lot of money to build an app the right way and to have the delivery work. Believe me, I know because we've done it. But do they really, honestly, truly deserve $50,000 from your restaurant, the restaurant down the street, the restaurant down the street? All these restaurants putting all this money in to companies that, if you look it up, none of these companies have ever been profitable yet. Because what they're busy doing is trying to get all the customers they possibly can. They're busy buying each other up. They're busy putting millions of dollars into.
I would like to listen on my phone, please.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. So what happens is we wanted to put together a program that doesn't cost that. It's $2 per order. You know, we did the savings. We don't have all the different fees that a lot of these places have. I'll kind of get to that. If you look at here, right here, it's like, you know, we don't do the fees. We don't do 20 to 40%. We don't raise the prices of the food. That happens a lot. We don't hide fees in different places. And we have a referral program that, and I have a lot of restaurants that go, well, how are we going to get the customers? Well, first of all, we want to give your customers back to you. I've had some restaurants that go, well, you know, they bring these people, they bring us customers. What they really do is bringing the customers back to you. The people that want your food, nobody really goes on and plays, you know, restaurant roulette. What they do is they go on and they say, listen, I love here in my area, one of my favorite restaurants is Twisted Tuna. And there's a place called Firefin. Two of my favorite restaurants. I don't go on an app looking to find other places. I go on an app so I can get their food. And so that's what we wanted to do, is stop this thing where all these restaurants are getting taken advantage of. But we have a referral program where our customers can refer other customers. We can refer drivers. They can refer restaurants. So we have a referral thing put into place where our customers can make referral bonuses on a monthly basis. Where instead of spending hundreds of millions of dollars on advertising, which, listen, if we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars of advertising on our company, that money is coming from somewhere. And that money is going to come from the fees of restaurants. We didn't want to do that. So we wanted to be able to give your customers, our restaurants will get to keep their data. If they want lists, you know, a lot of times with what you're doing now with restaurants, you don't even get access to your own customers. They won't give you that data. And what's going on in a lot of places around the country, I just read an article just now, I think it's in New York, and I know Chicago has done it, where at least Chicago, I know they've sued over the fees. And what's happening now is these delivery companies are suing back to these companies saying, listen, it's not right for the states to limit how much we make off of these restaurants. When you have a company like us that out of the get-go says, hey, you know what? We've done it the other way. We know what's going on. We want to do it the right way. We have owners. We have ownership of our company, that the two restaurants I told you about in Jupiter, Florida, Twisted Tuna and Firefin, they own this company with me. So we have restaurant owners that are in this on a daily basis, know how bad they get taken advantage of, and want to be a part of what we're doing. So we're excited about what's going on. I'm not going to get into all this today, but I mean, it kind of explains a little bit. There's no commission fees. You know, we don't make you sign a contract long-term. You know, we really, really want to get things going with you. And we've launched in Tucson, Arizona. We're opening up in Jupiter, Florida right now. Washington's getting started. We're in the process of taking this into a nationwide thing very, very quickly. So we're really, really excited about what's going on, how things go. And we really want to take our concept and help the restaurants and give back. So I don't want to take a lot of your time today. I appreciate you jumping on with us. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of information. You can always call our support team at 888-587-SNAP, or you can send an email to support@snapdelivered.com. Or the person that advised you on this video today, they have a vested interest in making sure your area goes very, very well. If you got introduced to this today, from one of our reps around the country. That's another thing that we have going for us that the bigger companies don't have. If you call an 800 number or you go online, you're going to probably get someone overseas or someone that doesn't know what's going on in your area. We have reps that are all around the country. We're over 620 reps within the first 60 days that are working with us to help build this thing together. So I appreciate you getting on. I hope you decide to take advantage of working with Snap. If there's anything I can ever do, my email is paul@snapdelivered.com. But we appreciate you taking a little bit out of your time on a Monday, and we hope to be able to put some of that profit back in your pocket instead of giving it to these other companies. So I appreciate your time. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.
I got a question.
Okay, I'll answer a question if you have one. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes. So my question is, what are the instructions on how to sign up a driver?
So this call, yeah, listen, you know what? Giovanni,
Yeah.
why don't you do this? This is kind of just mainly for restaurants for now. Why
Okay.
don't I give you, what is your, you know what? I'll look up your phone number and I'll give you a call personally in the next 5 minutes and I'll kind of go through everything with you. How's that sound?
That's perfect, man.
All right, I'll look up your number. It's Giovanni, right? What's your last name?
Yeah. De La
De La
Rosa.
Rosa?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll look it up.